What's up, guys? Good to see y'all. So sorry, a little bit late, but we're here now. We're here now. We're ready to rock and roll. Glad to have you guys here. It's basically that the team, half the team is talking to an attorney. He's underwriting, and that's basically it. And I'm here. I'm taking care of you. So, what we do on Fridays, for those of y'all that don't know, we do our weekly recap and kind of just go over what we've been doing throughout the week. Honestly, I forget what happens 2 days after, so let me just look at my see what we've been doing here. 1 second. Okay. Man, okay, so we've been doing this elephant challenge recently, right? We've been working on challenge and we've been building off a team essentially. We've been putting a bunch of hungry individuals, some driven individuals, and we've been putting a team in that. So if you are not a part of that, definitely start asking. Know if you want to be a part of that, reach out, and we'll make sure you get put into the position. Definitely want to shout out to our leaders within that. You guys are amazing so much, making it a lot easier on us to get that job. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The other thing we've been working on, we went and walked a property earlier this week, I believe, and I don't even, maybe it was last week. I think it was sometime last week, but we walked a property that is awesome. I'm super excited for that one. Our new favorite one that we've looked at, but it's still a class. You know, it looks really good. I'd be proud to show that one off. So we're definitely excited about, and it's 20 minutes away from the beach. I'm not gonna tell y'all which beach, but it's 20 minutes away from the beach. So super excited about that too. I think it would be a really cool property to take down. We've been looking at and underwriting a whole bunch of them. We're working on a deal right now with another group of sub two students that essentially the deal didn't make sense for us, but we built a pretty good relationship with people, and they've been building a relationship with us as well. And so we were like, we've got this deal. It's not really the right one for us. It doesn't fit our buy box, but we have it makes sense. Like, what if we, do the legwork and pass you guys and essentially create a working partnership in that to handle the actual asset management, property management of the property. That's a deal that we're working on right now. We've got a signed LOI from the seller, and under contract on that one right after Christmas. So we're super excited about that. I think that would be really cool. And not only will it be a good experience, for us as well. I mean, it's more properties under our belt, more to our portfolio. That one is at 98 units under under management. I think that would be super exciting, but it's also going to allow what we've been saying we want to do. We're going to be helping other people get properties, helping haven't done a deal in multifamily get some multifamily units, and we're setting them up nice to do that. So I'm super excited about that. I think it's going to be a very awesome experience, and I want to do that with more people, right? I'm doing that with more people. I'm working on a deal right now in Oklahoma. More people, Jaden and Jason. One's in Oklahoma. One of them lives in Washington, I believe. I think Washington. So that's it. You don't have to be in the area property is, but if you can get a person, a partner, someone that you want to do deals with that lives in those areas that you want to buy, and that's critical because now you guys can do deals together, and that person that lives there can be the boots on the or if you want to bring the deal to us, then they could be the boots on us and we'll help get the deal across the finish line. So that's another one that we're working on right now. The price that they're asking doesn't quite make sense. This is a cash, so we're gonna definitely have to come a little bit under that right now. I'm getting some loan quotes to just confirm our numbers and what we've done. It all checks out, then we're just gonna present our offer to the seller and direct to seller lead. So we do have the direct communication with her. She's definitely a type A personality, been doing multifamily for a little while, so it's a tough sell. But hey, if it doesn't work out, that's all right. It's enough to a yes. And I think KJ said it yesterday, but we go through so many no's. I think she said it like 50, but like 30 or 40 before we get someone that's interested. And then out of those that are like interested, we have to make sure that it actually really makes sense. So I would say it's maybe like 5% of all the deals that we look at. 5% look for ones that we can actually move forward on, and it's just because of the market right now with the interest rates being and the cap rates haven't quite caught up. I was kind of talking about this a little bit yesterday. The market is in such a different time than what it's been, and so sellers haven't realized what's going on right now, and not all of them, but a lot of them haven't really realized that yesterday's prices are not today's prices. And that's so true because cost of debt just keeps getting higher and higher and higher with those interest rates rising, and that's prices down because that's less cash flow for our investors to give them good returns. So we have to now offer lower prices to be able for those deals. So I think come the end of the first quarter, I've been saying it, come the end of the first quarter next year, I think that's when we're going to really start seeing more opportunities. I think the sellers are going to be being told a bunch of times to the point where like, okay, I understand that I'm not going to get this price, but I have to do it. Like for example, one deal we're in the running on right now. They have to sell because their note is due in March. I think their note is due in March of this coming year. So they need to make a decision like by the end of January, they have to be under contract with somebody. So so it's things like that that are creating more opportunities for us, especially in the creative finance decisions, though that's what's becoming powerful right now. And if you don't know creative finance, you definitely should learn creative finance. Let's see, what else do we got going on? And by the way, let me some of you guys. I see Christina, I see Joelle, Mary, Pam, Max, Violet, Real Estate, Obi, Yana, Meg, Morgan. That's it. There's probably some more of you guys that aren't in the side chat. So I'm glad you guys are here on a Friday morning. I know a lot of people have W2. I do appreciate the fact that you guys show up each and every week. It means a lot to us. Pam says, how do you sign up? I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. If you want to clarify on another comment, I'll answer that question. Guys, we've been doing a lot. Good morning, Martha. I see you too. We've been doing a lot this week, both in single family and in family. We've assigned 2 single family deals this week. KJ's been crushing it, as she always. We've got one that was assigned yesterday and one that was assigned on, and the one that was on Wednesday, that was done in less than 12 hours. Contract to assignment was less than 12 hours. So that was super cool. The fastest deal I've done before that was 24 hours. So that was so that was really cool. We sat down with a bunch of property managers this week for that Houston deal. we're doing is making sure that that team is set up and ready to go, and all they have to just hit the ground running with the people that are already put in place. So right now, that's team is talking to an attorney to set up the syndication and get all of that squared away. I always tell you guys, consult an attorney, and we do every single time. Every getting into a new deal, we get an attorney involved, and just depends on what the deal is in. This one happens to be in Texas, so we're talking to a Texas attorney. I'm gonna get debriefed on how that went after this. Ione at Oscar as well, we've been on the hunt for property management companies that are good. And Ione and I, we found one, what was it? Tuesday, we had a interview on Wednesday, and I think awesome. She answered all the questions the way I would have wanted them to answer it. And she was talking something that she did that other property managers haven't done is she knew her numbers. She was talking about KPIs, Ps, all those things that you should know as a business owner. She was prepared with answers ready to go. Here's the difference. The kicker between her and other property managers that we talked to. She also owns her own multifamily properties. So that right there was the so she's been in our shoes, and so she understands exactly what we're trying to do. So from that conversation, I felt like it was rock solid. The day before, we had hopped on another property management call, and I noticed it first, but she really just didn't exert that energy or portray that she was truly in making the property succeed. It was kind of like, oh yeah, we can do this. She's boring. There was no like this to her. She wasn't really trying to like make the sale on us. Like, I want to know that for this. I want to know that you care about this property as much as I do, even though that will never happen. I feel like you do. You know what I mean? So that little difference is the reason that I want to go with the first one, because she knew her stuff too. She was knowledgeable. You could tell. Just didn't want it, or didn't feel like she wanted it. This other lady, you could feel that she wanted it to succeed, because I want to see that drive, that hunger. That's what I want to see. So that is one little difference that changed the whole perspective on who we would be going with, just for that little thing, which seems so seemingly small, but it was actually a really big deal. Let's see. We do. I've been sitting down with a lot of you guys, help y'all do some underwriting, and for the most of the deals haven't been great, but that's okay. This is a learning experience. I want to get to as many of you guys as I can. I want to help as many of y'all as I can, but just there's a lot going on at all times, all the time going on. So I will do my absolute best to get to as many people, and if it takes me a while to respond, I wait until that I can take care of the conversation. I don't want to just respond and then not do for a week. I want to be ready to have the whole conversation and get it knocked out right then and there. If it takes me a while to get back to you guys, that's the reason why. Is I just want to make sure that I'm giving you my full attention at the time. So, just a disclosure or there. But we have been working with a lot of y'all. We have been working with a lot, and I'm super excited to help you guys get some deals and do some deals with y'all. That would be super exciting. Another one we've been working on is in Con. AJ and I live. It's a portfolio deal that somebody brought to us, and we're just not quite there. Their asking price is a little bit high. Tried to turn each and every wheel, and it does right now. So it's one of those where it's just keep following up. Give them a call, give them a call. Then the following month after that, eventually they might drop their price, and then something happens. But for now, we just told them to go back to the broker, just give them feedback that we're giving you guys, and let's see if we can, make something happen. And that's okay. We'll keep moving on. Go through the no's to get to the yeses, right? You got it. But I'm really excited to do deals with you guys. I really am. I think that's going to be super beneficial. I mean, not only for us, but for you. It's going to help you guys learn what the process is, right? Because when we learned what the process is because we paid 100K to do it collectively, 100K to learn all this stuff. And we were in y'all's shoes. That's the reason why we do all of it. The reason why we have these weekly recaps and the Friday Zooms and the Monday Q&A. And now we have another group that we're doing. If you're not a part of that Discord, reach out to one of us and we'll get you set up in there. You'll have to go through a slight application process, which we are working on getting that. I see Carlos. Shout out to Carlos, guys. He's helping us out with that, putting together what we're going to call the corporate structure, right? And we're essentially trying to put together a massive group of people, like putting together a conveyor belt where you don't have to focus on every single role but you can focus on one role and then pass it to the next person and then pass it. So you can just focus on doing that one job, and you're going to eventually touch different deals. And then once it gets up to us, if it's something we can move forward on, then we can all get paid on that deal, right? And you're not going to get huge payout, but if let's say you do 100 deals, let's say you're the person you touch 100 of them, right? You're bringing 100 different deals in, and let's say make it to the next step, and then let's say 25 of those make it to the next, and then let's say 10 of them get to us where we're negotiating and actually close on this. And let's say 2 or 3 of them we close on. And you touched on those 2 or 3. Now you have a percentage. I haven't quite worked it out. We're either going to do just a flat fee and everyone that's involved gets a flat fee, or we'll do a small percentage in that deal. So it's a work in progress. Maybe let us know what you guys would prefer we can, take it from there. But either way, I mean, for all you do is one role and then you just pass it to the next person and don't worry about it again. Like, that's incredible. It's those people that have W-2s. For those of y'all that have W-2s, it's a blessing and a curse, right? Blessing because you have the stability and you have that structure and your finances to invest in a deal, right? Versus those that don't have a W-2. It was rough. It was rough. I mean, it still is rough. You're constantly to get afloat. You're treading water constantly. You're trying to make sure that you have enough to pay the bill. I don't have a W-2 paying me each and every month, or a salary, we're constantly paid. I have to go and fight for my income every single day. We're here all the time. We're fighting for it. We want it. We're hungry. So it's a blessing because you have less time with the W-2 to do it. So you have to be intentional with your time. But a flip side, on a W-2, you don't have the security, but you have a whole bunch of time. You have to be even intentional with your time, because if you're not working in all those hours throughout the day, no one's telling you to work. You have to make yourself go work. You have to be disciplined. It was definitely something that was hard for KJ and I early on. We just the right mindset at that time. So it was definitely difficult. The ups and downs. The entrepreneurial lifestyle is not for everyone. So you definitely want it and stay committed. And motivation will get you so far, but it's being disciplined and doing what you need to do in those moments when you really don't want to do it. I'm kind of turning this into a little bit of a preaching session, but it's really the truth. It really is. That's what you have to do. And that have joined other mentorships or anything else, that's the first thing you about, or it should be the first thing they teach you about. And it's been the first thing in all the groups is mindset, right, KJ? What's the first thing that people talk about groups?
You're breaking up a lot.
Man. So I've been looking at this time and no one
you,
told me.
you probably have been this entire time. Do you want to come to my office? It's pretty bad. Oh my gosh. Joseph needs a new laptop for Christmas, guys. Unless it's the Wi-Fi, I don't know. Poor
The
Joseph.
Wi-Fi.
Huh?
What happened?
His
So,
Wi-Fi has
am I
been
clear right
bad.
now?
Huh?
Guys, can someone start a
Am I clear right
GoFundMe
now?
page so we can get this guy some good Wi-Fi or something?
His voice wasn't breaking? Okay, maybe it's just me. I don't know. I could not hear him. It was just like really choppy because he's asking me a question. I only got like one piece of him.
Dang, Joseph was on a roll until you hopped in, KJ.
Yeah. Okay, go
I
back to where
really
you.
was.
Okay, they said they
Look,
can hear you. Okay.
everybody, Mary, Mary can't hear me. So I, guys, next time call me out. If y'all can't hear me, call me out. I can see you guys. Let me just go to KJ's room.
He just gave up and he's like, I'm just going over your room.
We gotta figure this out. But I think Joseph was talking about mindset. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
I know we kind of just jumped in. We just finished talking to an attorney, Oscar and I, and Myron. So that's why we're a little late. So I think he's covered.
Yeah. So yeah, we just got done with the awesome attorney call. Got some good stuff in the pipeline, guys. But if Joseph was talking about mindset, then I love the topic. I like talking about mindset because KJ, Joseph, Myron, Carolyn, myself, Ione, man, we've gone through so many upgrades. And we make fun of Myron because every single time he comes back and you can tell he's at a mindset shift, we'll be like, damn, what happened to you, Myron? You're now like Myron version 2.0. And right now he's all the way up to like 7.0 right now. So he's had so many mindset shifts already. It's been crazy. And then not to mention all the entire team as well.
What were you talking about?
Yeah, what were you talking about to the good people here?
Guys, I was just on a roll. I was on a little rant. I was telling them what we've been doing.
You've been preaching?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just letting it flow. Yeah, at that point, I was just talking about mindset. Like it's super critical to have the right mindset. Because I was saying, I was talking about some people have time, some people don't have time. You know, some people have W-2, some people don't. I was like, it's a blessing and a curse because the W-2 gives you comfort and stability, but it gives you less time. So you have to be intentional with your time. And then the flip side, not having a W-2, you have to struggle and work for your money every single day. There's lots of ups and downs, but you have all this time to do it. But if you're not even more intentional with that time, then you're going to be in a bad position. So that's what I was saying. I was like, early on, you and I, we did not have that right mindset. We did not. I mean, for the first 2 years, let's be honest, we were not where we are now. Like you see a totally different KJ and Joseph for sure. I mean, we were closing deals, right? I mean, we were closing a deal and then we would be like, yeah, hell yeah, we just made 30K. Let's just go take a break. And yeah, that's what would happen. And that was definitely the wrong thing to do. So now we're closing deals. Like I just said, we assigned 2 deals this week, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, and we're still crushing it. We're still moving forward.
And we're about to go under contract.
Like we're not giving up. Yeah, about Hollyville. I already said all that too. I was on a roll. But yeah, I led into right in mindset, and I was just talking about how important it really is, and it's so critical to really work on your mindset like every day.
Joseph preaching.
It really is. I mean, this morning, so we have our team meetings, right, every morning, and for those of you who have been watching for a while, it's every person has their own day of the week, and today is my day of the week. So I felt like we just needed to have a prayer. Kind of, you did the same thing on Monday. I was like, I don't want to talk about anything. I just want to say a good prayer for the team and for all the things that we're working on and for the things that are coming and for God to just take care of us. Like, I want to put all that stress on him. I don't want to worry about it. And you know what? I'm pretty good at that. I really am. I always have been. I'm pretty carefree, lackadaisical kind of person.
I'm
But
the opposite.
yeah, KJ is the opposite. So she definitely stresses me out sometimes. But that's okay. I need a little bit of a passion and drive behind that lackadaisical attitude. But what it has taught me is to just really just give all those worries and stresses away. Like, if you can do that and just put it onto God or whoever you believe in, whatever it is, we believe in God over here, but you do whatever you want. If you can put that into a higher power and just let that stress go away and relax yourself to a point where you can focus on the things that are really important and need to get done, you're going to see a dramatic improvement in your life, your business, your family life, literally everything. So that's where I was getting to.
Dang. I think you're taking the preacher role over
Is
here.
this Joseph 3.0?
I'm married to the preacher. It's expected.
Well, he didn't used to be like this, so I'm glad it's rubbing off. Preaching
Yeah.
the Lord.
I was a bad kid, guys. I really was. I was a bad kid. You remember that conversation at Cracker Barrel, Oscar?
Yeah, I remember.
This is funny. It's pretty funny. So I'll very surface level just tell you the story. We were all sitting around. We had just walked a property with Zach and Carrie. If you guys know them, shout out to them. We had just walked a property with them, and we were sitting down having lunch, about to go to another property. And we were kind of just talking, and I had mentioned the same thing. I was like, man, I was a really bad kid. I was doing stuff I shouldn't be at a younger age. And everyone's like, yeah, me too. And then Carrie, good old Carrie, he's like, yeah, I had my first drink at like 15. I was such a bad kid. I was awful. I was wild. And I'm like, oh man, okay. I'm not gonna say what I was thinking now. Yeah, man, you were super wild. I was just as wild. Mine was way worse than that, but it was pretty funny. But the reason I'm saying that is look how far we've come, right? Like this, we're not like that anymore. Like every single one of us have grown so much. We really have. And I see my uncle in the side chat. Shout out Uncle Mud.
What's up, Uncle Mud?
Said, what's good, kinfolk?
He said, you're not a bad kid.
Yeah, not anymore, man. Not anymore. Oh, man. But, guys, the reason I'm bringing it up is, there is just, no matter what you've gone through and no matter what you've been, there's always room to grow. You can always get better than what you are. And if you're not striving to get 1% better every day, then you need to check yourself.
Dang, Joseph, you feeling it today.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all take over. I gotta go let the dogs back inside. It's
No, I was about to say, I think I should just step out, bro, and let you have the whole thing, man.
I know. It's like we shouldn't have stepped in.
No, well, you should have. Apparently, no one could hear me with my.
Well, it could be. Speaker. It could be me. I don't know.
Yeah, on Frontier's getting the call. Let me tell you, they're getting the call today. All right, I'll be right back.
That's funny. Your uncle said your dad got stories though.
Oh, I know. I've heard some stories about you too. Let me tell you, I definitely have.
That's funny. Well,
Cool.
I don't know.
You guys just heard Joseph the preacher taking over KJ the preacher's throne.
I know, for real. I was like, man, and this morning he got up early and I didn't even realize it. How is it that I'm the one who overslept today and I missed this thing? I'm a little sad.
I know. Like what John said, things really change when you have kids.
Oh, I can't wait to see how that changes. That's gonna be a whole nother transformation when our baby gets here. That's funny. Well, I'm excited. It's a Friday. Christmas Eve is tomorrow, which is great. I know Oscar told me to take yesterday and today off, and I have nothing but meetings all day today.
Yikes, we can't. Even Joseph can't get her to take a day off. We tried. We're like, girl, you need to chill, take a day off. It's almost Christmas. And she says yes, but she doesn't do it.
I know. I was like, you need to take my phone away. Because yesterday I needed to close a deal. Money was on the line. I was like, I can't. And Joseph, and then the night before when we assigned that deal, Joseph's like, you're sitting on the couch and you're still working.
Yeah.
It's funny. But I don't know what Joseph covered. I think he covered, like, we've got a lot of stuff in the works with deals. I think we may or may not possibility of going under contract with like 3 or 4 deals at once. We're in the lineup for several deals, and I think we're gonna start January very strong. It's going to be like, it's scary, but it's like these are the moments that are going to force you to level up and figure stuff out. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. It's going to force all of us, like, you level up now, or like stuff's going to hit the fan. So that'll be fun. You guys will get to see us take on stuff like that, and we'll share with you exactly what's happening.
Either you're gonna see us take on stuff like that, or you're gonna see us like a bunch of chickens with our heads cut off.
It's probably going to be both.
A little bit of both.
Oh, we got Myron in the house. This is
Hey.
Myron. Right now, we're at Myron 7.5, I think. I think he's past the 7.0 part already.
I am.
Oh yeah.
Joseph's been preaching this whole morning. He took my role, apparently.
Well, I heard what you guys were talking about. Is like, you know, we definitely have a lot of stuff coming up, and if everything goes according to plan, this is going to be our biggest raise yet. I think we're just around the 12 million mark. So, and I think would be like 4 properties. So for those of y'all, the W-2s out there, you know, get prepared. We're gonna have opportunities coming soon. Just get prepared.
That's funny.
Yeah, we're super excited about that stuff, guys.
Well, what all did you cover so we don't repeat it?
I just talked about what we were doing this week. You know, lots of meetings, helping other people. Talked about a little bit about what we're doing with Jabs and team. Talked a little bit about the Oklahoma deal I'm working on with Jada and Jason. Talked a little bit about the deal with Lynn and David. Talked a little bit about the attorney, the property management companies that we've been going through.
Man, you covered it all.
I don't mess around, guys. Efficiency. I see you, Philip. Don't worry, we'll be in touch. What else? Talked about I don't know. I think, what else did we talk about, guys? Put it in the chat. I can't remember. I told you, if I don't look at the calendar, it's non-existent. I had to go back and look and see what we did this week.
Well, side note, at 12 today, so in like an hour and 12 minutes or 16 minutes for those who are in different time zones, the team's going to be talking about what our first 90 days look like when we first joined, or when we first started doing multifamily. And Ione came up with this idea, and I love it because I think it will go perfect into starting the new year, kind of giving you guys an insight of how and what we were doing the first 90 days to get where we are. I think that's a great way to kind of like get an idea to create a plan for 2023 for you guys. So way to go, Ione. That was a good idea. So let me see.
That is a good idea. That's like the blueprint, right? For you guys who are listening and want to get into it, right? You're gonna get the insight of what we were doing versus what we should have been doing.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's good for everyone to know what exactly what we were doing. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess what we learned too, and how we changed, because we need to go back and watch our old Zooms and just see like how we used to talk and the things that we would do. I think it'll be cool to be able to go back and see our growth. But
My dude.
your uncle. So you're gonna go rob a bank. That's funny. Well, did y'all have anything y'all wanted to add?
You mentioned the Zoom later.
Yeah, I did. This is where you sign up, by the way, where this little banner is. You go to zoom.jbmlegacy.com. It'll give you a link that you can use to access at 12 p.m. Central.
I also talked a little bit about what we're doing in Discord, essentially with Carlos and the other leaders. We're essentially building out a conveyor belt for all of you guys that, you know, don't know where to start but want to get involved, and for the hundreds of people that said I want to be on your team, you know, all that stuff. We're putting something together for that to be able to happen. What's the best way to do that? Just reach out to us. I think, yeah, just reach out to us on Instagram or whatever, and we will get you involved in that if you want to.
Probably after the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got to get stuff set up. It's not there yet.
Yeah, that conveyor belt won't be fully set up until probably after the New Year's.
But
We're being realistic.
our team word for 2023 is what? What's our team word? Delegate. How can we delegate everything? So that is our goal. Because I've been telling people, I was like, you know, Joseph can't be an underwriter forever. I can't be calling brokers forever. We're going to have to level up to start running these properties. We're not going to have time to spend hours underwriting and calling brokers. We're going to have to start stepping in and running these properties and taking charge of everything if we're going to hit our 1,000, not if, but when we hit our 1,000 units. So, delegate is the word for 2023. So people who are serious and action takers, we notice you guys. So Merry Christmas, Uncle Mud.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you guys.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I hope everybody has a wonderful, jolly Merry Christmas. It's going to be a very good one this year. It should always be a good one every year. It's about the mindset. You got to be prepared for it to be a good one.
Well, did y'all want to say anything? I know, Joseph pretty much covered everything, unless there's something he missed.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm good. Unless Myron, you had anything you wanted to add real quick.
No, I feel like I came in late and I'm just trying to catch up my mind to
That's what me and Oscar did at first too. We were totally lost. We're
I'm in the dark right now, but no, we've been trucking. We've been trucking and proud of everybody. We're making some great relationships. Just trying to just brain dump for a second. We've been making great relationships with people, having great conversations, great negotiations, helping people, teaching people, a lot. The KJ and Joseph's Discord is doing amazing. Yeah, I'm excited for this new year. Is going to be literally life-changing for a lot of people. So, yeah, I think what Joseph said was buckle up, y'all. Buckle up, because we're going to start making some money. We're going to help people make money as well.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
So as soon as this Christmas is over, everyone needs to be hit the ground running, because deals are coming. I mentioned it, deals are coming. So you want to get proactive and be the first people that these people think about when they're ready to sell at that lower price, kind of like I mentioned before. So hit the ground running, guys. As soon as Christmas is over, don't be like 95% of the world and relax. Well, 95% of America, and just relax until after New Year's. Go back, hit the ground running, come back hard.
But what if I want to?
You can. You're pregnant. If you're pregnant, it's an excuse.
I'm kidding.
But get intentional.
That's funny.
That's it. That's the last time I said.
Hey, Robert took action.
Rob Dodd from Minnesota.
You say that every time.
He said it. I just go with it.
That's so funny. That's funny. Well, awesome. I don't know. Well, guys, come to our Zoom at noon. Come hang out with us.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about. You already told him the first 90 days. Awesome. Let's do it.
Awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate everyone. I think we're going to call it here and go get ready for the next Zoom. So, guys, don't miss it. I think KJ had the link up there earlier. So if you missed it, go back to the replay and watch it. There it is. Zoom.jbmlegacy.com. Sign up, register, be ready. We're going to talk about some good stuff.
Awesome. Cool. Well,
Bye,
then we'll
guys.
see you guys.